rebound in front. Loose. They score! The Bulldogs strike first.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. Years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence.
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Snow on the ground outside, beautiful weather in Adrian, Michigan, and we are back at the Arrington Ice Arena for an NCAA matchup. It's the Lake Forest College Foresters and the Adrian College Bulldogs. Hello everyone, my name is Alex Herman, joined alongside by Tyler Ackerman. Welcome into 2025 for the Lady Dogs right here at the AIA. Excited to see everybody back at the rink. Hope that all of you watching at home had a good break and excited to see the Bulldogs back on the ice. The Bulldogs already played a game to start 2025. They played Chatham over in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. They won that game 8-0, so an absolutely fantastic way to start off the new year. But they have an NCAA rival in Lake Forest. The Foresters this year, mid at best. If you look at their record, they're 6-3 on the year, fourth in the NCAA conference. They've been good at times. They've been not so good at times. What are you expecting from them here today?
Well, you look at their schedule, and they haven't played a team that's been ranked the whole entire year to start. So this is going to be their first contest with actually some capability here. So it's going to be interesting to see what type of team we get out of Lake Forest for sure.
And like you mentioned, they are not ranked as well, though they are fourth in the NCAA. That conference struggling a little bit this year. When you look at some of the records, they're not as strong as they used to be. Everybody can just about beat everybody, so we'll see what happens here today. If you look at their schedule, too, they've been a little bit streaky. They've got some wins that are decent wins, but they also have some games where it's not so good. You look at, they last played Marion. They lost in a shootout, 1-0, but technically on the schedule that's 0-0. And then the following day, they beat them 5-2. So it's kind of a question of what team decides to show up here today.
Yeah, in that first game against Marion, they had 41 shots on net compared to 21 for Marion. So overall, that goaltender for Marion played pretty well. But yeah, you pretty much nailed it on the head.
Absolutely. And looking ahead, the Bulldogs right now, 12-2-1. That's pretty good. Second place in the NCAA conference. That's also pretty good, and even better, they're ranked fourth nationally, right where they want to be at this point in the season, looking to make that big push heading into playoffs. Like we mentioned, they beat Chatham last weekend 8-0. That's a big win, but I think for this game, they really can't take Lake Forest too lightly because there's two games on that schedule where the result wasn't exactly what the Bulldogs were expecting. That opening game of the season where they lost to SUNY Canton in overtime 1-0 was followed by a 5-0 win. And then on the other side, they had a game where they won 1-0 to a shootout, and the game before that, they won 8-0. So just like the Foresters, I feel like it's what team is going to show up here today for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, you're exactly right. You can't take any team that goes into this building at the AIA lightly at all. You're here to impress the fans and ultimately win the hockey game, and you can't take any team lightly at all.
The other big highlight that we have, there are two NCAA Stars of the Week, one for each side. You want to give us a look ahead for those two players?
The first one, Maya Roy, captain for Adrian College. She's been on fire pretty much all season long. And then also Fowler on the other side, their goaltender, had a great week, and she currently holds a .930 save percentage. So if they're going to keep themselves in this game, it's going to come from her.
Pretty good stats all around. Bulldogs and Foresters have their work cut out for them for the next 60 minutes. We're going to take a step aside for the national anthem and the starting lineups, which are being read right now. But don't go anywhere. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth at the Arrington Ice Arena. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes.
Back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, national anthem has finished up. Benches are getting set on both sides as we get set to drop the puck for the first period. Lake Forest College and Adrian College right here at the AAA. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you join us on this nice Friday evening. Nothing better than some frozen water sports on a Friday night.
Yeah, that's completely right here in the AIA as well.
All right, Bulldogs in the white sweaters, Foresters in the black. Everybody will gather up at center. Puck is dropped, and we are underway from the AIA Friday night hockey in Michigan. This is Riley Johnson who gets things started. Foresters will pick up. Holly Kiernan turns it over for Zoe Lorai. She'll skate behind the red line and makes an awkward pass off of the back cage of Annie Gilbert. Trubin lost it there, tries to feed it up the boards. Again, is picked off momentarily by Abby Meyer. As the whistle blows, Foresters were offsides as we get our first whistle. 19:21 remaining in the first period.
Yeah, Foresters never actually really touched that puck, but they anticipated on doing it, and that's why the whistle was called.
This is tangled up in the neutral zone. Will be swung back down low. Paige Pomerleau looks to get things going. Bulldogs with some difficulty breaking out of the defensive zone as this is locked in the corner. Now escorted to the point for Chapman. She'll rip a shot pass down low, picked up there off the backhand by Annika Hansen as it's swept around the boards. Pomerleau with a cross-ice feed for Hansen. Stretch pass. This is tipped by the stick of Kate Brennan. Will rotate down low. 3-on-1 situation in the right corner. Scooping in is Hugh Danish. Back to the point. Hard shot from Hansen. A lot of muscle on that one, but had to keep it a little bit lower. She was going to find the net. take a look at the benches on both sides. You see how full the Bulldog bench is. Not so much, unfortunately, for the Foresters. You have to wonder how much that's going to factor into their game here this evening.
Yeah, they only have 3 full lines of forwards, so as time moves on, they get a little bit more tired.
Here's Hubenschmidt, chance in front, save made there. Great stop on the half breakaway by Fowler. Top of the circle, backhand down low, scrum in front, still loose, diving on top of it. They poke at it, but it's eaten up and held on to. Fowler with a couple of big saves early.
You know, the floor was wide open there, back door the whole entire time. Didn't get that puck until it was a rebound, trying to stuff one home in their second game as a Bulldog.
Tie up on the face-off there as this is roped up to the near side wall. Gathered by Victoria Liu as she'll skate around, looking for an option. Intercepted for a second. Avalone lets one go. That scraped the top of some helmets. Nicole Pietruccia winds up. Her slap shot blocked. Foresters love that from the bench. In deep is Carly Carpenter as that was stripped away from her. There's a long outlet pass through the feet of Pietruccia. She'll outweight everybody, delivers to Carpenter and taken away from her. Here's a 2-on-2 situation developing. Shot from the circle, blocked in front, never reached Gilbert. There's a fast pass from Avalone to Courtney Ben. Lets one go wide to the blocker side of Fowler. Gathered in the corner from a dead angle. Lascelles shot. Escorted towards the front. It doesn't go. Dopida picks up. Circles around. Drop pass for Trubin. Her slot shot. Tipped up way into the netting by Fowler. And we'll get the whistle. 16:40 left to go.
I love Trubin's decision there with that puck to shoot it low. As we've seen so far, a couple of shots from the Bulldogs from either the points or right in the middle of the slot go high. That one just kept low and get a rebound.
Lori couldn't find her way to it. As speeding down the ice, this is Macy Gerke. Releases a shot that goes wide. Johnson skating hard after it. Now taking her place is Emma Simon. Maya Roy unloads one from the point, blocked in front. Forster's doing a great job at stepping up to shots from way downtown to get the body in front. Johnson with a pass off to the side in Trubin. They whip it around the half wall. Forced back deep. Here's Lowry on the line. Her backhand stopped there. Great save by Fowler. It's kept out and cleared. It was tipped, so there's no icing as the puck rolling on edge. Captain Maya Roy gets this behind the cage, turns it over there. Scary situation, but Udanish recovered nicely. Roy with a feed ahead of Wolfschlager, who's off to the races, has Lowry in the middle. Lowry's there, and she's canceled out by Meyer. Good hustle from Abby Meyer to get back in time. As we know, Zoe Lowry, one of those deadly shooters for the Bulldogs squad.
And the Bulldogs have had a couple of chances right off the rush, either 2-on-1 or 3-on-2, where they had an open man there. Just couldn't find it.
There's a tip in front. Great blocker save by Gilbert. All alone on top of the crease. That was McCluskey. And somehow, that was a pretty impressive deflection to get that on net, but even to get a piece of it, her body turned the other way from where her head was facing. Gibbons going to the slot, tied up in between their legs. They fight for it as it's kicked out to the side. It's Udanish who tries to get it out. He's able to do it successfully. Anderson goes for a skate, wheels to the middle, lets a half shot go, blocked by the stick of Chapman before it reached the net. Anderson picking up the rebound, swings it to the point. Pomerleau releases a shot wide to the left. Udanish Forces it back for the newcomer. This is McKenna LaFleur, the freshman transfer from St. Mary's University. Coming from all the way out in Fairbanks, Alaska. LaFleur's hometown, and that's quite the trek to go from Alaska to Michigan. I feel like it's a big trip no matter where you're going from Alaska. That's way out there on the west side.
Yeah, west and north.
Certainly a lot colder out there than it is here, and it's supposed to get into the negatives starting on Monday. So be sure to pack your warm winter coat. But here's a turnover for Ella Mayer. Mayer's in, her shot tipped by the stick of Roy as it traveled into the netting. 13-29 left to go here in the first period. Still locked up at zeros.
Is it really going to be in the negatives?
It is supposed to be negative degrees.
Oh,
pure thermometer, not even wind chill, for I think about 3 to 4 days in a row. So be prepared for that, Tyler.
The wind here is wicked, too.
Oh, it's bad.
Oh, my.
I think the worst day is supposed to be -6.
Jeez.
And then it'll get a little warmer. But here's Courtney Ben to the middle, trying to feed it cross ice. Doesn't connect with a stick. Pietrucha up top. Her shot stopped. Fowler got the glove of it, but didn't squeeze it as it was redirected in front. LaSalle going hard in the paint. Courtney Ben from a dead angle off the chest of Fowler. Ben back to the top. It's turned away, and a good extended stick by Whittington. This is slapped back off the pad of Annie Gilbert. Now Maya Roy. Look at that stretch feed. Let's see if this is offsides, and it is indeed the case. Lowry whistle down.
Yeah, she just went a touch too early. It was a great sauce there by Roy. That thing on a platter. Sent it all the way down. But instead of getting an opportunity, puck will be moved all the way back into a defensive zone for a draw.
.12:41 left to go here in the first period. Shots 8-3 in favor of the Bulldogs. Have had a couple of quality chances. Can't find the back of the net yet. Extended pass for Johnson. She's off to the races. Goes one-on-one with Kiernan, who wins the battle ultimately. This is moved towards the blue line as getting it out is Victoria Liu. Back for Johnson. She'll make her approach. Low-rise shot. A hard wrister wide to the blocker side of Fowler. Again, Bulldogs looking for zone entry. Denied once more. Here's McCluskey in on net. Gilbert launches it into the trapper, and she'll hold on. 11:52 left to go here in the first.
Yeah, the Bulldogs seem to have most of the puck possession, just really can't get many great opportunities going for them. And when they do, they either just slightly miss the net or get their shot blocked.
Annie Gilbert this season, a 1.12 GAA with a .927 save percentage. 7-2-1. Anderson with a good pass going over. Oh, and a great save by Fowler. Got right on top of it. That's a big key save, one to remember for the rest of the game. Wolschlager, far side circle to Pietrucha. She'll walk in. Wrists one on net. It was bobbled at first. Fowler hops on top of it. And some extra pushing and shoving as the whistle being blown.
Yeah, Wolschlager on that 2-on-1 was trying to go back to her backhand as she saw Fowler move in from left to right and trying to use that push off to her advantage, but Fowler going out of her net, being able to cut down that angle to make that save.
Draw won by the Bulldogs in the offensive end. Pomerleau's shot deflected by Hudanish. Don't know if she meant to do that or not, but stick was extended out in midair, got some contact to it. Deadlock along the wall. Finally, the Foresters force it out. Cross-ice pass for Pomerleau. She picks up at the center red. Pomerleau dropping back for Anderson, who escorts it around the dasher. Good poke check made there by Carly Carpenter, fresh off the bench. And now a speeding LaFleur scores! Her first shot as a Bulldog, and she gets her first goal to back it up. How about that for a debut, McKenna LaFleur?
Yeah, she was able just to pick that one up right in the neutral zone. And she decided with her glove, picked it up, went far side around the defender, and able to find the back of the net. As we'll get the replay of her celebration. Look at the excitement out of her, scoring her first as a Bulldog.
1-0 score for the Bulldogs. They open up the seal. And how about that for the newcomer? McKenna LaFleur goes upstairs. Does not get any prettier than that.
Yeah, post in too.
There's a shot from the top of the dot. Gilbert follows up with a good save. 10:25 left to go, and we have to add two. How about this? First shot on goal as a Bulldog. First goal as a Bulldog. First collegiate goal for McKenna LaFleur. Played 2 games with St. Mary's University, another NCAA Division III school. Recorded no points, unfortunately, in that time. And sometimes a change of scenery is all a player needs. There's a long pass as Tia LaSalle beats the icing, pulls up, off to the side, looking for Maya Roy. Again, being fought for in the slot. Tied up in front of the Foresters bench. It kicks out. Skating upwards, Maya Roy. Good move as she jives to the side. Gibbons with some wheels. Gets over the blue line. Her shot blocked. Elena Dopina stepped in the lane there and got it with the shin pad. D-to-D feed taken away at center ice. Turning on the Jets, Emma Simon looks backhand, puts it off the stick of Fowler. Couldn't control it there. The rebound moved away. Emma Simon again, backhand. Escorted aside by Fowler. Along the right wall, Simon all over the puck in this shift. Trubin's drive deflected off a skate blade in front. Trubin again will deflect it out of midair. Johnson goes for a walk. Good in and out move by Simon. Couldn't get there in time to get the shot off. As Trubin will handle it up at the blue line. Goes back down low for Johnson. Again back for Trubin. Shot from the point. Deflected wide just barely. There's Zoe Lorai scanning for options. Circles the zone. All for Trubin. Lets a shot go. Stop made by Fowler.
Just an excellent shift there by the Bulldogs. Absolutely controlling the puck. Moving it all around the zone and getting a couple of grade A opportunities from it. Not able to capitalize on the chances as Fowler stayed strong in the net.
Here's Abby Meyer. Goes up ice, and the Foresters trying to get something going. Only have 5 shots to show through about 12 minutes of play. Nicole Pietrucha skating down the middle, taken away from her. Udanish forces it back towards the net front area. Fowler will put the goalie glove on top of it.
You can see how the Bulldogs have kind of eased their way into this game, Herms. First 5 minutes, they weren't necessarily hitting the right passes, were getting their shot blocks or just missing the net. But now lately, they've just been all of them in the offensive zone.
Far side dot. Pietrucha banks it off the boards for Carmen Anderson, who looks to open up. Wake Forest trying to get their breakout going. Zoe Whittington pushes it down low. Anderson catching on the wall, a little bit too hot to handle. Monica Hansen back to retrieve it, goes for Paige Pomerleau. Has some pressure behind her, was looking to get a pass off. Unable to do it in the process. Jenna Fryer playing some nice defense. Looking to change things into offense. Taken out on the rush there was McKenna LaFleur. And another hard hit. This will draw a call. Bulldogs will get a penalty. Or rather, they're going to get a power play with 6:53 left to go here in the first period. Looks like Anna McCluskey's going to go to the box for a body checking call. So the Bulldogs will get the first power play of the game. They skate into this game with a 31% power play conversion rate, which is certainly pretty good. And on the other side, the Foresters 75.4 on the PK. So we'll see how both these sides fare. Hansen to Wolschlager. Her shot rattles around and clears the zone. They'll have to restart. Hansen with a good pass in the neutral zone to Wolschlager. Gains the blue line, has Ben behind her, goes to Hansen instead. Hugh Danish with a good shot from the left circle over the top of the cage. Ben picks up the loose puck, slides it for Hugh Danish, feather to the top. Hansen's shot, swallowed up there by Fowler. A good stop.
Yeah, especially a good stop with that screen in front of the net by Anderson. Fowler didn't seem to see that puck at all, and she dropped down the butterfly and it hit her, and she was able to make the save.
A minute and 23 left to go on the Bulldog power play. Dopaita's thrown out of the face-off circle as Johnson replaces her. Gets a good face-off win, D-to-D pass. Roy and Trubin. Roy will get it right back. Here's a shot from outside. LaSalle tried to put it on net. Roy back for Trubin. Off for Johnson, cross-ice passing. They let it go, saved by Fowler. That was back and forth across both dots.
Yeah, it was beautiful passing done by this Bulldog power play unit. But Fowler able to track it all the way, sliding left to right and then right back the other way to make the stop.
Scraping the blue line, that's Trubin. Recovers the puck for Roy. Roy skating her way in, a good pass. Johnson, saved by Fowler. She can't hold on to the rebound, still loose. Johnson will skate after it. Couple of times there where Fowler's making those first saves, just not able to squeeze the puck. Here's Trubin. Goes down low for LaSalle, back up top for Roy. Unloads a shot, tipped in front. Johnson got a little bit of wood on it, but not enough. Trubin with a point shot, deflected wide by the shin pad of Whittington. LaSalle at the bottom of the circle has Roy up top with 18 seconds left. Roy tees one up, tipped into the netting, and will freeze play with 5:06 remaining in the first.
Yeah, some beautiful passing done by the Bulldogs, but nothing to show for it. Had full control and great opportunities, but Fowler coming up huge a couple of times throughout this 2-minute power play.
Different unit out for the power play now. You see Hunter Reardon and Simon, as well as Zoe Lowry. The chance in front. Reardon had her legs swept from under her. And Lowry carries it back over the blue line. Bulldogs back to full strength as Lowry forced off the puck. Reardon with a good stick to try and poke it away. Almost got an unintentional shot on net. This goes all the way down for icing. And we'll take the draw back to our right as we're back to 5-on-5 play.
Foresters just not able to gain the red line there. They were close to it, but instead of taking the extra stride, they decided just to dump the puck, and the refs make the right call and call the icing.
Zoe Lowry thrown out of the circle. Stepping in, Emma Simon. Simon wins it back for Lowry. The right corner point. Turned over there. There's a long shot from out top. Kind of handcuffed Gilbert as she went to reach for it. Kept in the zone. Taking a bump from behind. That was Paige Pomerleau. Tied up along the wall, hits off the top dasher. There's a slap shot from the point. Save made by Gilbert. Rebound in front, recovered nicely. Bulldogs look to get it out of the zone. Reardon trying to force it upwards. Shot from an angle, swept away by Gilbert. 2 good saves for her on that last rush. Back in their own end, this is Abby Meyer, the captain, who lost it in the right corner. Allie Hubenschmidt steps to try and help things out. Whittington throws a pass too far ahead of Meyer. Near side wall, this is Trubin trying to begin the breakout. Hubenschmidt doesn't have to worry about beating the icing as it was tipped, so it was waved off before she got there, but good hustle nonetheless to get there in time and try and make a play. Carpenter, too hot to handle. Moved aside was Gilbert as she had a soft shot from the blue line. Catherine Trubin lost it. And now here's Maya Roy. Feathers it around the boards. Tipped back down low. It's LaFleur who gets there. 2.5 left here in this first period. Some good moves by Victoria Liu. Puts on the brakes. Goes up top, and a good extended stick by LaFleur. Cross ice pass. Wolschlager chops it towards the net. Bulldogs in the offensive zone. They motor around, but turn it away. Victoria Liu hunted down there by Wolschlager. Now it's Anderson who looks to go off to the boards. And Jenna Fryer trying to hold on to it. 2-on-2 in front of the Bulldog bench. Finally kicks free, still in the neutral zone. Wolschlager again with a nice play to try and move it back the other way. Avalone changes to skating backwards. Maya Roy up the boards trying to find Courtney Ben. She was locked up in a battle. Delpida with a backhand now for Courtney Ben. Will decide to play it back, and then a quick feed up the ice. LaSalle behind enemy lines. Picks up on her forehand the right-handed shot. Turns back the other way, goes to Delpida. They look to the middle. Here's Avalone, top of the circle. Lets one go. Pad stop by Fowler. Up top for Pietrucha. Another chance in the slot. It doesn't go. Pietrucha's second backhand again blocked by Fowler. Some really great saves from Donna Fowler. Bounce pass for Avalone with 47 seconds left. Her shot stopped by the stick of Fowler once more. I think Fowler has more shots on goal than they're giving her credit for on the board. Here's Courtney Ben, unloads one, but it just goes wide. Less than 30 seconds left. Tied up in the corner. And this is tipped all the way down. Icing is waved off, so maybe one last rush. Forrester's caught in a change. A good move by Ben. Has to go around her own player in Simon as it's kicked out of the zone. Played back in. 3 seconds left. Maybe a long-distance shot, and that's what we'll get. Easy pad save by Gilbert. That one registers as a shot. The horn will sound. And 20 minutes gone here in the first period. And some good play from the Bulldogs. through the first frame, 1-0 score. Bulldogs leading the Foresters, as it's McKenna LaFleur who gets the opening tally.
Yeah, I would like to mention that last 5 minutes was kind of back and forth after that power play for the Bulldogs. The Foresters kind of caught some energy there and a couple of chances of their own, which we didn't see at all in the first 15 minutes. Last little shift for the Bulldogs was dominant, but Fowler coming up strong again like she had on that power play and throughout this whole entire game.
21 shots is what the Bulldogs have listed on the board in their favor. I feel like it was more in the 24 to 25 range, but regardless of that, a 1-0 score. McKenna LaFleur gets the opening goal unassisted, and everybody back to their locker rooms to draw up strategy for the second period. So we'll take a step aside just for a bit. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Second period action of this women's NCAA Division III matchup coming up. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics. Brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrive today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Continue to take pride and learn from Asa Mahan's leadership today. "161 years of commitment to harnessing the power of creativity, ingenuity, community, and academic excellence."
I believe that if you get your degree, the world is going to feel like it's shrinking.
Back inside the Arrington Ice Arena, 20 minutes have come and gone in this NCHA Division III matchup. It's the Lake Foresters and the Adrian College Bulldogs. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth as we get set to drop the puck on the second period, and we will resume play at the Arrington Ice Arena. 1-0 score for those of you tuning in now. The lone tally, McKenna LaFleur in her first game as a Bulldog. First registered shot on net for her as a Bulldog. First goal as a Bulldog, and first in her Division III collegiate career. Foresters definitely had some trouble in that first period, and that was sort of the expectation going into this game. They've been hot and cold like Katy Perry all year long. And the Bulldogs taking advantage of that. There's a net drive looking towards the front that bounces off the outside of the twine. Sophia Chapman will dump this puck in as it's whistled down for icing. 18:55 left to go in the second period.
Yeah, I think the end of the first period kind of showcased what both these teams are. I mean, the last 5 minutes, it was back and forth for a little bit. Then the Bulldogs were able just to take over. So expect them to continue that into the second period for sure.
Picked up off the face-off by Carmen Anderson. Blind backhand pass for Pomerleau. Goes wide there. Fowler got the waffle board on it and pushed it towards the corner. And Donna Fowler has been excellent all game long so far. Has only let in one shot on 22 sent her way. And she's having a great season as well. You look at her numbers. 8 games played. She's 4-3-1 on the year. 182 goals against average with a .930 save percentage. That's some good statistics right there.
Yeah, especially for this hockey team that's in front of her as well.
There's Carmen Anderson. Look at the wheels from her trying to get there. Her stick check doesn't cancel out the puck. Paige Pomerleau sweeps it for Hansen, who fires up the middle. Here's Hugh Danish with a rush over the blue. Lets a shot go. Fowler couldn't hold on to it. Off the chest and out, and there you see some juicy rebounds for the Bulldogs. If they're able to get some net front presence. Shot from the point, they score! Net front presence right on cue. A screen in front of Fowler. It's 2-0 Bulldogs.
Yeah, the Bulldogs have been going low to high all game long, and that's exactly what they do here. Eventually, Pomerleau is going to get this puck, but I want you to look at the net front. As eventually get into the zone. Shot on net, that juicy rebound like Herms mentioned. And eventually it finds the point, but nobody's in front of the net right now. And then Lori gets there, and Fowler never saw that puck at all.
So 2-0 now the lead, as the Foresters with a 2-on-1 chance looking to go towards the slot. Jasmine Cole had the puck just barely dribble off her stick blade. Zoe Lori fighting for it vigorously in the corner. Shannon Gibbons turns it over. Bulldogs keep it in, and it's stripped back the other way. Hit along the boards. I think Lori's going to get called for this, as she was heading back to the bench. And some frustration from her. This is going to be a body checking call, or rather it's a rough. She's going to have to sit this one out for the next 2 minutes.
Yeah, that puck was dumped in, and Lori kept on going and finished her check, but without that puck, it's an easy call for the referee to make. Rough is it.
Power play for the Foresters operating at 12.7%, so not great this year. But they'll try and get something done here. This is met by Macy Gerke's stick. Let it go softly for Jasmine Cole. And it's cleared out of the zone by the Bulldogs. First 30 seconds gone.
And that 0-0 tie against Marion, they had 7 power plays, Forrester did, and didn't score a single one. Only generated 7 shots in total, so been struggling on the power play to say the least.
Here come the Foresters over the blue line. It's Whittington. Drops it off. Maya Roy taking it away. Has some contact with Mayer. You hear the announcement being read over the PA. Paige Pomerleau's goal, assisted by Emma Simon and Jocelyn Hudanish. And had some time pregame to catch up with Emma Simon's dad, who's here in attendance. Always good to get familiar with the Bulldog parents of many different teams. It's great to learn about the backgrounds of these student athletes and where they come from. Here's Callie Wolschlager with a little bit of space, unloads a shot. It flipped wide. Didn't make any contact. 30 seconds left in the power play for the Foresters. They try and break it out. Good steal there by Pietruccia. jumps around this puck and almost gets flipped there by Mayer. Picking up, here's Udanish with a shot that hits the post. Spun it on net from an awkward side.
Yeah, I don't think Fowler was ready for that puck coming her way at all.
Last couple of seconds, tick off the penalty. Zoe Lorai will be released from the box, but here's a shot blocker save made by Annie Gilbert. Bad turnover for the Bulldogs in the slot as this is sprung out for Lorai. Has numbers there, Johnson. I figured that might have been called off sides as Lorai pulled up on the blue. Annika Sankner lifts it in deep. Off the boards there was Hansen. Around the zone they go. Foresters trying to glue themselves to the puck. Back up top, that's Brennan who throws it low. Hansen back to it, fighting for it hard. Black and white sweaters coming together. Lorai pulled up, and we'll wait for this outlet pass as it's Simon who catches it over the blue. Here's Simon. Oh, what a move! And a great save by Fowler. Oh, how pretty that would have been if Simon had found a way to get it to go. Victoria Liu taken down on the zone entry. How about those moves from Emma Simon inside and out? Some crafty stick work from the freshman.
Yeah, I don't even know how she got that puck through the defender.
Here's Dopaida, rink wide. Courtney Ben scores! A beautiful wrister from Courtney Ben. Adds on to her point total on the year.
Yeah, that was a definition of a snipe, Herman, as the zone entry here from the Bulldogs, and Courtney Ben goes all the way across ice, gets behind the defenders, and picks her corner. Top right, bar down. Impressive.
Courtney Ben now 1 point ahead of Riley Johnson at 24 on the year. That's her 12th goal paired with her 12 assists. Johnson has 23, 8 goals and 15 assists. But a beautiful seeing eye shot by Courtney Ben, and man, how good of a season has she had. Really just coming into her element. Was strong last year, but just has figured something out this year.
And she is a pure goal scorer, and she's able to find those weak spots in the ice. A perfect example was just that goal. She snuck behind the defense of the Foresters on that far side and able to find that puck, and she picked her head up and picked her corner and found that puck in the back of the net.
Here's a rush from Mayer, lets a shot go. It was blocked in front. Sounded like it hit off the helmet of Gilbert. Just looking down to check some of my notes.
You're right, it going right off of the square of her mask, really. As Pro was trying to pick her corner, trying to be like Ben. But Gilbert making a nice save and get some water for herself, as those pucks that hit your mask, I bet, do not feel so great.
Tia LaSalle and Dopaida will get the helpers on the Courtney Ben goal. Dopaida has her 13th assist on the year, and LaSalle, that will be her 11th. Off to the races, it's Huben-Schmidt who tries to chase it down, not there in time. Back to our right, it's Whittington. There's a shot that's released by the stick of Ella Mayer. Juxtaposed into the wall as the Bulldogs restart it. There's a long drive that bounces nicely for Huben-Schmidt. Good move there, and a shot glove save by Fowler. She'll hold on to it. Driving the net front, it was McKenna LaFleur again. You heard her up here from the booth calling for that pass, and they just couldn't find a way to swing it to her.
Yeah, she was streaking in on that back door a couple of times. We've seen her do that so far in this game. especially with Fowler. She came out very tall into her in the netting to cut down that angle. She did the same thing with that shot as well.
We were talking about being impressed with Courtney Ben before. I got to say I've been pretty impressed so far through about 2 minutes or 2 periods of play with McKenna LaFleur, the freshman transfer from St. Mary's, getting the first goal of the game and her first of her collegiate career. And makes you wonder with some of the plays that she's making why a team like St. Mary's would not give her some more time, but clearly the coaching staff and Chad Davis saw something, and she's been a good addition to the team thus far.
Yeah, she's a hard worker. I mean, you just saw in that last play, she was going backdoor, barreling down and trying to beat her defender, which she did. And she gets shots on net, rebounds for sure too.
Zoe Lorai lets the shot go, blocked in the chest areas. This is cleared all the way down. Lake Forest cannot complete their change as it was icing. 11:08 left to go here in the second period. 2 goals here in this second frame for the Bulldogs. Paige Pomerleau gets the second and Courtney Ben the third. (32-11) our shots right now as the rebound picked up in front. The Bulldogs score. It's 4-0. I think it looks like Emma Simon who's going to lead the way, and now a goaltending change for Lake Forest.
Yeah, so straight off the draw, and she's just going. Fowler thought she covered the puck, but it went right under her glove and it hit off her pad, and Simon able us to pick up the rebound and score.
So one of the NCAA stars of the week in Donna Fowler, who's been playing great all game, can't hold on to that one. And she gets pulled after the game, made 4-0 here in favor of Adrian College. But I know that to our left, somewhere in the stands, Mr. Simon will be happy to see one of his children get a goal, and that's always a proud parent moment for sure.
Yeah, we're surprised after that amazing move that she made that she wasn't able to finish that first one, but finds a greasy one instead, and doesn't matter on the scoreboard, the score sheet. So a goal is a goal.
Emma Simon will get her 8th goal of the year for her 13th point on the 24-25 campaign. And another one of those players who certainly stepped up, and very, very impressive freshman is back the other way here. Sanker lets a shot go, patted aside by Gilbert. This is locked up along the wall. Nobody can dig it free yet. Finally, it squirts out. Near side pass for Wolfschlager. Gave it up. Had a little bit more time than she initially thought. Reared on. Going hard towards it. Whittington flips one on net towards Gilbert. She'll cover up and gets the whistle. 9:28 left to go in the second period. And be sure to stay connected with all the action following Adrian College TV on social media. From game highlights to campus events, we've got you covered. Don't miss a moment. Follow Adrian College TV today. Here's Catherine Trubin. Gave it up as the Foresters looking to dig this free. Emma Simon to Johnson as it's poked free. Simon will go back after it. Takes a tumble there in the corner. Will step up. Trubin rips a pass towards the net front. And a reminder, we got a goaltending change earlier from Lake Forest. Out is Donna Fowler. Now it's Chelsea Denise. Maya Roy unloads a shot. Stick save by Denise as it's pushed up into the netting.
Yeah, I think that goalie change was, it was an unfortunate fourth goal for Fowler, as she thought she had that puck covered, but ultimately probably just a change trying to get some momentum. You held the Bulldogs to only 1 goal in the first period, and then you had 4 in 10 minutes. Well, 3 in 10 minutes to make it a 4-0 game. So trying to get something going for Lake Forest here in this hockey game.
It's hard, too, for these Foresters. Short bench, not a lot of staff to work with, as I think the Bulldogs will take a penalty here. And Denise will race back towards the bench to get the extra attacker. Maya Roy will touch up. But to finish my thought, it's hard for those Foresters. You don't have a lot of people to work with, and when you're playing a high-powered team like the Bulldogs, you get outworked pretty quickly. And as a goaltender myself, I have to feel like the change in the net really was not a reflection of Fowler's play, because she had made some pretty great stops. It was more so just trying to get some kind of jolt and a wake-up call to the bench. There's a shot from the top of the dot as the Foresters out on the power play. They can't control this as it exits the zone.
Yeah, especially with this team, they're able to keep the puck in the zone really, really well. And that just tires you out, especially with only 3 lines of forwards. The forecheck from the Bulldogs is relentless all the time, and that's just what stems from it. And when you don't have all the numbers in the world, you don't get much breaks. And this Bulldog team doesn't really give any breaks to begin with.
They score a lot. They play good defense, and that's why they've been within the top 5 of the national rankings for so long over the course of a number of seasons. And Lake Forest just trying to hit their stride in their program history. As this is called for offsides, 1 minute and 4 seconds left. And the Foresters power play, 7:02 remaining in the second. Back the other way, Maya Roy looking to help kill more time off as Wolschlager chasing this down with Abby Meyer. Udanish will rush towards the puck. Maya Roy, a small backhand, gets out for the moment. Macy Gerke, a fast pass. Now it's Victoria Liu. Coughed it up as Wolschlager again able to clear it out. Holly Kiernan moving towards the front off the left skate of Abby Meyer. Jocelyn Hudanish with a good bump there. Helps change possession. It's spun down towards the corner. LaSalle trying to work it free. Tip in front, just barely goes wide. Gilbert watched it the whole way as it was sliding across the ice. Carpenter, now out of the box, was waiting up at the opposite blue line. Shot there. Gilbert holds on to it. They score! Shannon Gibbons with the magic puck there. Gets a lucky bounce, and the Foresters get their first of the day.
Yeah, this one was just a bad turnover right in the middle, and is able to go down Broadway, and that one goes off of Gilbert. She thought she had it, and it dropped down in between her pads and somehow trickled into the back of the net.
That's Gibbons' second goal of the year for her 3rd point. And there is a penalty being called here. It was touched by the Foresters. I think they're getting called. Wow, look at this. Yeah, it's Jenna Fryer who's going to go to the box. The official signaled for a high stick. I was just going to talk about the goal given up. I think with Gilbert, she put her body over it, and somehow it just went straight down to the ice, and That's just a bounce that took a wacky kick.
That penalty was right off the draw. The centerman, and she caught Bulldog right in the face.
There's a glove snare by Chelsea Dennis.
And that looked pretty easy.
5:39 remaining here in the second period. 4-1 is our score as LaSalle gets it to the top of the circle. Goes for Maya Roy as Trubin to her left. Feeds the slot, tipped in front, just goes wide. This is knocked off the glass. Gilbert will have to come out to stop it, decides not to. As pulling off is Zoe Whittington. Roy will clear it down the ice. LaSalle skating around the zone. Nobody pressuring her as they work the outside. Roy fakes the exception of the pass. Roy a give and go to LaSalle along the outside hash mark. Roy, D-to-D pass for Trubin. Lets a shot go. In the paint, it's loose, and they score! Off the rebound in front, it's Eilina Dopaida.
And that rebound was just sitting there for a hot minute. Nobody knew where the puck was. Trubin takes a shot low, and there it is. It's just sitting there. And Dopaida able to figure out where it was, and it was top shelf. And the Bulldogs go back to their 4-point lead.
Dopaida will get her 10th goal of the season. Second Bulldog to reach double digits in that category. The only other one in front of her also scored a goal in this game. That's Courtney Ben with 12. This is bounced off the boards for Carmen Anderson. Too far ahead of her reach. Wolschlager opens up for Hansen. She lets it go, tipped in front. Good stick play made in the slot by Jenna Fryer. Pomerleau to Hansen, a one-touch pass, gets out of the zone. Locked in front of the scorer's table, now back for Hansen. Pomerleau looking to feed it through traffic. Udanish overskated, now played in the feet of Anderson. Wolschlager goes one-on-one. A good move, goes around, can't get the shot off. I think Dennis got a piece of it as she went to release it. This is picked up by Dopaida. Goes Hansen. Pomerleau wrists one on that. Pad save by Dennis, and will get the cover. 3:25 left to go in the second period.
Foresters trying to regain back some momentum. After they scored the goal, they were all hyped up and ready to go. They seemed like they had some momentum going for themselves, and a penalty right off the face-off and a goal on the penalty kill kind of killed it. And Bulldogs back in control.
There's a breakout pass that connects with Meyer. Avalone getting in the way, a hard hit along the wall. Sometimes you can argue those as body contact penalties, but I think the officials will try and put their whistles away here. Holly Kiernan goes off the boards trying to find Whittington. Out of the zone, this is springboarded for Gerke. Gilbert has to make a play. This is back down in the zone. Avalone goes off the boards. And all the way down, no icing is called. They try and play it in front. Off the boards, Maya Roy. A good move there, backhanded, loose scramble in front. And it's swept out of the way. Anna McCluskey. Stick check by Simon. Oh, a hard hit in open ice. Here's her drive in front. A quick wrister by Lowry, just goes wide. Trubin lets a shot go, tipped in front off the backhand. Simon looking for her second. Trubin banked into the boards. Lowry rotating around the zone, saucers one through the feet of Maya Roy. This is lifted out and down the other way. This will be icing with 1:09 left to go in the second period.
Yeah, a couple of great chances for the Bulldogs again. Trying to pick corners like they have been all game, but nothing to show for it as they keep on pressuring Lake Forest, and you can tell that Lake Forest is quite tired.
And I think the Foresters calling a timeout here, which is probably the smart call. You see a lot of their players hanging on to their knees. So they'll get a breather here as we'll step aside for a second. Timeout taken by the Foresters. We'll be back in a second. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Adrian College is shaping the future of higher education and leading the way in innovation and excellence. Ranked first in most innovative schools and second in best value in undergraduate teaching in the Midwest by U.S. News and World Report, Adrian College is recognized for its commitment to innovation, quality education, and affordability. Offering 71 undergraduate programs, 13 graduate programs, and a 1:15 faculty-to-student ratio, our students receive personalized attention and a cutting-edge education. With state-of-the-art facilities, 10 academic institutes, and 50 competitive sports teams, Adrian fosters growth both inside and outside the classroom. From small...
Quick timeout taken by the Foresters with 69 seconds left to go in the second period. As this is brought back up to the top of the point. Trubin, her shot is blocked. There was a quick step by Victoria Liu, but she stumbled. And she'll recover the puck in the corner. Hunter Reardon with some speed. Turned it over on the blue. LaFleur. Hubenschmidt has it. Back pass for Roy. Moved over for Trubin. Now it's Hubenschmidt in the middle. Hubenschmidt looking net front, taken away by her by Cole. Shifty move by Victoria Liu. Long shot there as Gilbert will watch it into the glove. They make her play it. Trubin turns it for Hubenschmidt, goes off the glass and to the wall. They'll probably look to tie it up here. As LaFleur with some contacts as time will expire to close out the second period. Bulldogs with a goal explosion after 40 minutes. It was 1-0 heading into the second. It's now 5-1. As we take a look at our scoring recap, Paige Pomerleau made it 2-0. Courtney Ben gets one as well. Emma Simon gets one back. Shannon Gibbons made things 4-1, and then Eilina Dopaida has the sitting at 5-1 after 40 minutes. Bulldogs will look to probably just keep things relatively simple to get a clean win after 60 minutes, and you do have to feel for the Foresters, just out of breath and tired with the lack of depth that they have due to their numbers.
Yeah, especially just the way the Bulldogs operate and their ability just to hound the Foresters on the forecheck, or any single time they have the puck, they take away time and space immediately. And doing that 2 periods in a row, I mean, it gets tiring. And you can see they took a timeout after an icing call because They literally just couldn't have the energy to keep on playing with those players out on that ice.
40 minutes gone here at the Arrington Ice Arena. Still a third period to come. 5-1 score. Bulldogs leading over Lake Forest College. Alex Herman and Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. We'll step aside just for a bit and return with the third period after this. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, welcome to the home of Adrian College Athletics. Brought to you by Adrian College Television. Follow us on social media to be connected to the latest broadcasts, news, highlights, and more. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, X, and TikTok. ACTV's social media handle is at Adrian College TV on all platforms. Thank you to all of our fans who tune in to support us at ACTV.
You stand today, students, on the threshold of a magical time in your life. A time of significant growth, introspection, self-awareness, challenge, and opportunity. A time that you will always look back on as special years. Never experienced before you arrived today and never replicated after you graduate.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
You have earned the right to be here through endless nights of studying, testing, writing, and dedication to learning. The diploma you will receive symbolizes your efforts and distinguishes you as a highly educated person, learned in the arts and sciences, and prepared for a life of achievement and great accomplishment.
Now, as you face the world outside this academic haven, the concept of courage must not be left behind in your textbooks. It should be as alive in you today as your ambition to change the world for the better.
We were all born to be a Bulldog. Life drew us to this school, these people, and this tiny town. You were meant to be here to make a difference and to grow within yourself for the better. But what does it mean to truly be a Bulldog? Well, to scratch the surface, the students of Adrian College are anything but ordinary. The pride, grit, perseverance, and passion is absolutely unmatched. Good luck and congratulations, class of 2024. And know that today is yet another Bulldog victory.
Hi, I'm Aubrey Morgan, the current student government president here at Adrian College. I chose Adrian College because of the campus size. Campus feels like a fun, energetic community where everyone knows each other. If you want to see what Adrian has to offer for you, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical studies, we have the spaces where you can grow into the professional that you want to become. Our first-year student experience is award-winning. You'll make lifelong friends here, meet mentors, and maybe even meet that special someone. The Kane Student Center is open 24 hours a day, and there's a lot going on here. The Bulldog Beanery has all of your hot drinks. Pause and Go is our on-campus convenience store. The bookstore is where you'll get all of your Bulldog gear, and you can just hang out and study in the skyboxes. Not far away is the Shipman Library. The Shipman has quiet, relaxing spaces for you to study in. You can check out books from thousands of libraries around the country, and the Shipman is open 24 hours as well for your convenience. There are hundreds of learning opportunities on campus. In addition to the arts and beautiful facilities, Adrian College is known for its athletic programs. There is nothing like a Saturday game day here in Adrian. The Bulldog football team are 11-time MIAA champions. At Docking Stadium, fans watch soccer, lacrosse, football, and more. Just a few hundred yards away, Adrian College's basketball teams compete. In addition to basketball, fans can enjoy wrestling, acro and tumbling, and volleyball here. We also have a state-of-the-art weight room available to all of our students. When things heat up too much on campus, you can cool off with our ice sports. Our NCAA ice hockey teams are constantly battling in the national playoffs. Just a quick walk down the service drive, we feature one of the best baseball and softball programs in the nation at our level. Soon you'll be able to cross the street and watch men's and women's rugby take to the pitch as well. Our rowing, crew, and top-ranked bass fishing programs compete out of the Adrian College Boathouse, a gorgeous facility just a 15-minute drive north on Devil's Lake. Our students know how to relax in their downtime. When they're not out and about, we have dozens of housing options on campus. With apartments right in the mix of things, you can pick what works best for you. We've also recently renovated a few of our housing options. Adrian College is a Methodist-affiliated institution that has been changing lives since 1859. The modern liberal arts education offered by our faculty is unrivaled. We can't wait to have you on campus and show you around. Visit adrian.edu to schedule a full campus visit today. We'll see you soon.
Are you looking to become a future Bulldog and get recruited by Adrian College? Do you display characteristics of tenacity, drive, and determination? With over 50 teams on campus, there are plenty of opportunities to further both your athletic and academic career. For all recruiting inquiries, head to www.adrianbulldogs.com and click on the Recruit Me tab at the top right of your screen. Your future with the Bulldogs is closer than ever.
Back at the Arrington Ice Arena, third period action between the Lake Forest Foresters and the Adrian College Bulldogs set to commence. As we get our puck drop and resume play here at the AIA. 5-1 our score for those of you tuning in now. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman up here in the booth. Happy to have you all join us on this nice Friday evening. There's a quick outlet pass for Carpenter as she lost control of it. This is chopped to the middle, recovering is LaFleur, lets a shot go, trying to find her second of the day as it was wide, rolling on the ice. Here she goes again. LaFleur lets it go, wide this time to the right corner. This will bank off the boards. She'll pick up loose change, jackknife it to the top. Trubin lets a quick wrister go, and it's stopped for the first whistle of the period by Chelsea Dennis.
Before had her first goal in that same exact spot, and she went top right on the first one, and this one she tries to go bottom left just above the pad and below the blocker, but just barely misses her spot.
This is one back on the backhand, shot from the point, blockered away by Dennis, connecting with that one. Anderson right there in the left corner, controlling along the wall as she's taken out. Callie Wolfschlager, some stick handling moves, gets right back to it. Around the zone she goes, fights off some pressure as she had her arm up in the air, trying to swat away. Anderson spinning in the zone. Pomerleau catches one along the side. There's a rip from Hansen in the slot. Nobody knows where it is. A backhander stopped, and a good save by Dennis.
Yeah, Bulldogs just taking full control. Olschlager there, whole entire time she had that puck, she had her head up trying to look for options, but couldn't find anybody open. And then the defense for Adrian, passing the puck back and forth a little bit before getting a shot on net.
Bulldogs looking to extend their lead even further as they're holding on to this along the wall. Anderson with a long shift. Hansen banks it off the boards. Walschlager right there after it. Opens up, trying to stuff it there. Stopped. It's loose, but the whistle had already blown dead. Dennis got on top of it, and she and Anderson got tangled up for a second.
Yeah, she had that puck covered, and the stick of Anderson was underneath her glove, and that's what eventually got that puck out of there, but the whistle blown before, like you said.
Looking ahead. This is out of the zone. Tied up there along the wall. Nobody can poke it free just as yet. As this will go out of the zone. Avalone stops it promptly. Dopaita's in the mix. Gets it to be shoved out. LaSalle gets an arm in the back. Turned over there. Quick move. Whittington lets a shot go, and it's Gilbert who comes up with the stop. And to finish my thought from before. Looking ahead for the Bulldogs, their next weekend series away in Dubuque, Iowa, against the University of Dubuque, Friday, January 24th and 25th. And also a good time to look ahead to our spring concert here at Adrian College, so be sure to not miss Cameron Marlowe live at Adrian College on March 24th or March 21st as a part of his Keeping the Lights On tour. General admissions $50 and AC students get in free, so get your tickets today at adriancollege.com/hometown ticketing. Forsters with a rush up ice. This is spun towards the net. Well wide as it's recovered along the dasher. Trubin takes a stab at it. Here's a broken out play for Zoe Lowry, trying to sweep it to the left. It's broken up and covered by Chelsea Dennis.
Saw that play completely develop in the defensive zone. All three forwards for the Bulldogs were stretching, and Trubin finds Lowry, and they had a 3-on-1, but a good step by the defense for Lake Forest and caused the deflected pass go right to Dennis.
Left side dot. Take out there. As a shot from the point released, bouncing around. It's scrambled and it's poked in. I think getting a piece of that was McKenna LaFleur. She's leading the celebration back to the bench. And in her Bulldog debut, she's got 2 goals on the evening. How about that?
Yeah, puck goes to the top, and it's just a high shot. Dennis has no clue where it is. It's sitting literally right on the line. And LaFleur able to find that puck sitting there, and that's just going to be one of the easiest goals that she's going to ever score in her collegiate career.
.16:09 left to go in the third period. And McKenna LaFleur has 2 on the evening, and she's now, how about that, 2 points per game at this point. She's doing great. Face-off, won quickly back. Trubin goes for Hansen. It's slapped up to the top of the point. Shot released there, bouncing around in the slot, picked up, and cleared the other way. Ella Mayer lifts it down. Roy fires up the wall. Anderson with a horizontal pass. Wolfschlager. Everybody grabbing a dance partner in front of the bench. Holly Kiernan holding on to it on one hand. Tried to get a shot to go, but it was outside and off target. Elena Dopida shifts into gear, trying to chase this down. Victoria Liu is right there. Pushes out. It's kept in by the stick of Trubin as the shot's released in front. Sticked aside by Dennis. Roy with another point drive. Wide to the blocker side now. Giglione forced off the puck by Trubin. Courtney Benn pressures a pass around the boards. Trubin will tie it up there. Tia LaSalle. Sandwiched in. Oreo style, 2 black sweaters with a white one in the middle. Courtney Benn. This is picked up by Meyer. There's a backhand in front. Loose, and Ben scores. Off the pad, the rebound right on top of the crease. Courtney Benn's got 2.
And with their second one of the night, this one was just all over the place behind the net, and then eventually, we talked about earlier, of just Ben finding the soft areas of the ice, and that one, that puck goes right to her, and she's able to find the back of the net. And Adrian's lead is now 6.
Not a whole lot that Chelsea Dennis could do there. It was a smart wraparound play that banked off of her pad, and the rebound, unfortunately for her, just sitting right there. Easy tap and goal for Courtney Benn. Bulldogs take a 6-goal lead. It's 7-1 with 13:35 remaining. This pass is sliced through the middle and taken away. Here's Macy Gerke. Repositioned off the puck. Avalone does a 180 and hits it off the boards. It's sprung free for Johnson. Taken out and whistled for offsides. Oh, rather no, there's a player down here for the Bulldogs. I can't catch a number, but we're going to take a step aside here for a quick injury break and be back in a second. You're watching Bulldog hockey on ACTV.
Welcome to Adrian, Michigan. We're located in a proud college town. Adrian College is situated just 45 minutes from Ann Arbor, Detroit, and Toledo. We're very excited to show you just a little bit of what AC has to offer. This is the gateway to our campus. Welcome to the place that we believe will change the rest of your life. AC features one of the most well-rounded educational experiences in the country. We offer over 60 different academic majors and 10 academic institutes, as well as dozens of student organizations. Year after year, we've been ranked as one of the nation's best colleges, including being one of the most innovative institutions in the U.S. for our medical programs. Our campus is simply beautiful. Our student-to-faculty ratio is an incredible 13-to-1. That means more attention for you and a much better overall learning environment. We know how to put together an education that is life-changing, and these are just some of the highlights. From our communication arts program, to our many performing arts, to the home of business on campus, to our sciences and medical.
quick injury timeout taken here at the Arrington Ice Arena. It looked like it was Nicole Pietrucha who might have been taken out by a hit behind the play. Never saw it, unfortunately, but she's helped off the bench, and we certainly hope that she's okay.
She was holding her arm, so I would expect something shoulder-wise would be my guess, but we don't know.
So Pietrucha will get some medical attention and hopefully can return at some point in this game. We continue on with less than 13 minutes to go. As a long home run pass sent for Lowry will rainbow over everybody's heads. She'll try and slap for it there, and the Foresters collect a loose puck. They shovel it free. Pomerleau right there to receive it. Off the boards, looking for Lowry. Simon poking free, can't get anything on it. So here's Riley Johnson with a nice move, stripped off possession there. With some speed, it's Anna McCluskey. Easily taken off the puck. Back underneath the line, it's Gibbons. Off for McCluskey. Lifted up as that puck scraped the netting, and we'll take a stoppage in play.
Bulldogs controlling this game completely. 12 minutes left and kind of putting it on cruise control these past couple of minutes for sure. Lead the shot total 42-17. So if the score doesn't tell the viewers enough, the shot total does as well.
There's a drive from the point. Took 2 kicks in front near Annie Gilbert. So had to make a couple of decent saves. Back towards the slot area. Bulldogs cough it up, and there's a glove save by Gilbert in and out of the webbing. Couldn't hold on to it, but made the save. Slap shot from downtown, blocked. That was Holly Kiernan with the attempted drive. Back to the point once more. They let it go, deflected in front. As it was put into the netting, we'll get another stoppage in play. Both sides will make changes on their lines.
Yeah, it was the first time we've seen the Foresters in the offensive zone in a while. They got some great chances, but Gilbert staying strong throughout this game. Again, the glove save.
Maya Roy looking for open ice, goes off the glass and out. Simple textbook play. Annika Sankner lost it in her own end for Hunter Reardon. Off the boards, Maya Roy takes a shot, deflected in front. There's a deflection in front of the net. Again, it's circled wide. Breakout pass connects to the stick of Giglione. Maya Roy shifting right, has to spin backwards and throws it in deep. Reardon protecting herself, lost it, and will chase back after. Reardon ties up, which will afford Hubenschmidt some space to make a play. Hubenschmidt lost her balance and turns it over as McCluskey skating up the ice. Soft shot into the chest of Gilbert. Easy save made for her. 10:36 remaining in the third.
Yeah, a lot of the shots that she's seen so far throughout this night have been zone entry, just putting the puck on net. And she saved most of them.
There's some time and space for Annika Hansen, given the green light to skate up herself as she's muscled off the puck. Wolschlager looking after it, and Carmen Anderson is slow to get up, sort of limps her way back to the bench. Shot from the top of the circle, redirected wide. Jocelyn Udanish pushed into the board side. Shannon Gibbons can't control that. Forrester's caught in a change. Ben looks for the toe drag, comes up empty-handed. Whittington fires a shot, easily blocked there. Avalone picks up, looking for somebody to pass to. A little too much mustard on that pass as it doesn't find a stick. She'll try and work it through again. Her backhand goes off of somebody. Macy Gerke with a nice move, looking towards the front. A save by Gilbert. Shuts the door. This will take a bounce. Here's Courtney Ben looking for the hat trick, and her shot is blocked. Whittington along the wall with less than 10 minutes to go here in the third period. Shot from the point, tipped in front. Right there was the rebound, but it was tipped away towards the corner. Ella Mayer looking for a shot. Slides it towards Gilbert as it banked off the outside of the cage. Soft area for Giglione. Backhands it, now in the slot. Shot there, kick save by Gilbert. Was ready for that one. Courtney Ben still out there. So skyhook over her head. Emma Simon with a couple of quick dekes. Lost control, but scrapes the blue line and keeps it in. Nice pass off for Zoe Lowry. Chops it up on the left hash mark. Trubin to Maya Roy. Back for Trubin. Lets a shot go. Tipped in front. The rebound there. Back behind the goal crease. Simon angled into the wall. Maya Roy sets up shop. It's Trubin now who throws a pass towards the front. Ramped up off a stick blade in front. Turning up ice, Trubin. Can't get to that puck. Gilbert will come out and play it on the forehands. Roy outstretches a pass. Lowry will go to chase it down as it's backed off the boards. Trubin going for Anderson. A nice feed to Lowry. Plays it in between the feet of Kiernan, and the Bulldogs called for offsides. 6:58 remaining in the third period. 7-1 the score. Bulldogs leading over the Lake Forest Foresters.
And Gilbert having to make some pretty important saves there the last couple of minutes. A nice breakaway chance for the Foresters that she stopped down, and also just a grade A opportunity right in front of the net that she got a pad on.
There's a good move by LaFleur. Goes in and out. In the slot, they swing it towards the front. Hubenschmidt's shot is blocked. Quickly after it is Carpenter, and they turned it over on the blue line. Here's some room. This is Fryer. Unloads his shot, but not enough. Blocked by Hansen as she stepped in between the lane. Hubenschmidt will skate back the other way. Pokes it free for LaFleur. Out of the net is Dennis as she chunks it up to the top. LaFleur will skate after it. Hubenschmidt. Back for LaFleur. Swings one on net. Pat stop. The rebound gathered by Dennis. And she'll hold on to the whistle. And we'll take a look at some more Bulldog action as the Adrian College men's NCAA team also playing Lake Forest College. Their matchup over in Illinois after 20 minutes of play, down 2-0 to the shock of many, including myself. Seems like they've been playing well. Shots 22-14 in favor of the Bulldogs, but can't find a tally yet. 5:48 left to go in the third period here from the Arrington Ice Arena. And we have our own Bulldog and Forester matchup. day 1 of 2 in this weekend series. These two teams will meet again tomorrow afternoon at 3 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time as Anderson looks to get a shot to go. Clunked off his stick. It's good defensive play by Kiernan. Carmen Anderson off the boards for Trubin. Back to Anderson towards the front. Diagonally through the crease, but not on target. Skating this puck is Mayer, and she's swiftly taken off of it. Sophia Chapman is offsides. 4:57 remaining in the third period.
And that quick chance was because Roy stepped up in the play. She was wide open back door. The pass was able to get to her, and instead it hit off the end boards and went the other way, but great back check by her to stop that play.
Nicole Pietrucha back to the ice. Good sign to see her returning to the surface. And, oh man, she's going to head back off as she made that pass. Was watching her facial reaction and just wincing in pain. That's never a good sign. If it's hurting to make a pass, that's never good. So she's going to head off here, and looks like she's heading back towards the locker room.
When I broke my collarbone playing hockey, I got hit into the boards, kind of similar how what she did. I went back on the ice after a little bit, and that same amount of wincing pain that she just had is what I experience when I try to make a pass. Yeah. So it's got to be something shoulder related, especially with what just happened.
Here's Pomerleau's shot. Stopped, and again, taking an awkward bounce off of Dennis. To me, it looked like she was holding sort of her forearm wrist area, which was what our early assessment was, and I never saw the hit or collision or whatever had happened behind the play because all of our attention was shifted to the right side of the ice.
It's not what you want to see either way, though.
And especially in a strong player like Pietrucha. Always hoping the best for our Lady Dogs, so hopefully she'll be okay for tomorrow. And at the worst, maybe just has to sit out one game as Hansen ripped one from the point. Goes posting in, and the Bulldogs extend their lead.
This is a goal. It's basically off the screen in front of the net. As eventually it's going to be moved back to her, and the shot comes in, and Dennis never saw that puck at all. She was a little bit deep in her crease as well, not able to cut off the angle. And Hansen finds herself a goal, and the Bulldogs lead this one by 7.
Long breakout pass, forced free. Courtney Ben looking for something in the middle as puck possessed by Pomerleau, or rather that was Dopaida. Couldn't find a way to throw a pass to her. Blue line feed. Pomerleau on the backhand goes low to Courtney Ben. Now it's back up the wall. Hansen looking slot area. Bulldog defense backpedaling as Jasmine Cole carries over. Lets the shot go. That was wide. Monica Hansen plays a rolling puck as this is jammed up into the protective netting. 3:06 remaining in the third period.
Yeah, so these last 3 minutes, it's pretty much cruise control here for the Bulldogs. We still want to keep on playing hard and they'll go, but be calm, cool, and collected, and no more injuries, please.
This is lifted out of the zone. Catherine Trubin Gets it along the wall as this is intercepted in the middle by Kiernan. Skating around, now it's Kiernan, lets a shot go. Gilbert was tangled up with traffic in front, and this clears all the way over the top of the protective netting. Lucky that didn't catch a stray fan behind the glass.
I have no clue what that hit.
I think it hit somebody's shoulder pad, or I don't even know. That was very strange.
Because it didn't even make like a noise.
There was
so
no
it wasn't
noise. It was silent.
it was
Yeah.
just completely silent.
It was a ghost puck.
Yeah.
.180 seconds left in this one. Anderson goes deep and lost it in the offensive zone. Udanish pokes it free at the center ice Bruiser logo. Pushes a small pass forward, kept in by the stick of Wolschlager. Has to dance around a couple of bodies. Wolschlager's free, spins around in the hard area, now towards the front, covered by the blocker of Dennis. And she'll hold it for another whistle.
There's 2 minutes remaining in this game so far. So we have some game style being played in the AIA.
There's a rush from the Foresters looking to find a shot deflected into the netting. Again, and another freeze in play with 1:45 remaining left to go in the third period. I'm sure that everybody's sort of just waiting for this one to be done and over with.
Yeah, quick rush though from Lake Forest. When they got some energy and the opportunity to go, they go.
Guided to the point. There's a slap shot. Good step up there. Oh, man. Simon crunched on the blue line with a cross check straight to the body. And there's an arm up on the play. Man, I don't really know what warranted that, but it was Sophia Chapman who just really teed up on Emma Simon.
Yeah, Simon blocked the shot, and then after that blocked shot, decided just to cross-check the crap out of Simon.
And I'm not really even sure why she's arguing this call, because if we went back and we watched it, I mean, you saw it clear as day. There
was the cleanest
there was a
cross-check we've
shot
ever
block
seen.
and a cross-check. I mean, what warrants that to happen?
Yeah, 2 penalties.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a double minor.
That's just pure frustration when you're losing 8-1.
So 5-on-3 late here in this third period. Not necessarily needed for the Bulldogs, but they'll get another power play time to finish out the game, essentially.
I'm looking at 2-7 in white here. Looking for the hat trick.
Callie Wolschlager is into the slot, off the post. Courtney Benn scores! Crystal ball, Tyler Ackerman predicting the future, and it is a hat trick for Courtney Benn.
Well, well, well. Look at that. But this one's right off the post, and she just has that puck sitting there with a wide open cage, and that's unbelievable.
You ask and you shall receive.
Get LaFleur out there, please. He's looking for a hat trick too.
Yeah, I don't disagree with that decision. But really, at the end of the day, a 10th goal not needed by any means. The damage has been done already. It would be the safer and more respectful thing just to let the time wind down and have things end peacefully.
Especially when you have a game tomorrow.
The Bulldogs will rush up the ice. Anderson to Wolschlager, opens up, looking towards the front. A great move, and they score. Callie Wolschlager gets it to double digits with 28 seconds left to go in the third period.
I guess they just wanted to hit the double-digit mark. That was a great move by her and able to have some poise with a puck and move over with a wide-open, yawning Cage for making the move on Dennis.
Little time remaining here in this one. There's a tangle up at center ice as LaFleur took a bump. As some poking and shoving. They try and feed LaFleur to get the third. Taken away from her. Oh, and some more body checking going around from the Foresters. As time will expire. Oh, a hard hit as the buzzer was going. And some animosity after the final horn. But the Bulldogs will take this one by a score of 10-1 after 60 minutes. And a good first win in 2025 at the AIA.
Yeah, complete utter dominance from the Bulldogs. I mean, this game was 1-0 after the first period. It just took a little bit. And they found their way and found their ability to score on Fowler and also Dennis. And able just to capitalize in an absolute dominance performance from them.
Normally we see the handshakes after the second game of the weekend series, but nice to see everybody staying friendly and showing their sportsmanship.
Especially after the last 2 minutes of some eye checking and cross checking and other things like that.
Bulldogs will take this one by a score of 10-1 over NCAA rival Lake Forest College. And we'll have another crack at things tomorrow right here at the AIA at 3 p.m. Eastern. Alex Herman, Tyler Ackerman will both be on the call tomorrow, so looking forward to that one as always. But for all of you watching at home, thank you for tuning in this evening. Bulldogs win at 10-1. We'll see you tomorrow afternoon. You're watching Bulldog Hockey on ACTV.